The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing Icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Icons of Real Estate podcast. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce the one and only Miss Samantha Harding, a highly respected mortgage loan officer with Success Lending. With an impressive track record and deep commitment to her clients, Samantha has been making a difference in the lives of home buyers and investors across North Carolina. Based in Wake Forest, she brings expertise, dedication, and a client-first approach to the mortgage process, guiding borrowers through every step with clarity and care. Now, Samantha's passion for creating positive lending experiences and her knowledge of the ever-changing mortgage landscape make her a valuable resource for anyone seeking to make formal financial decisions in real estate. Now, join us as we dive into Samantha's journey as she discussing her trends she's observing in the industry and practical insights for navigating today's market. Guys, put your hands together and help me welcome Samantha. How are you doing?
I am fine. I just love your accent, by the way.
Across the pond, yeah. And yours too. Yours too. Hope to catch you soon.
Yes.
We'll dive straight in, just in regards to your journey, and spare us no details. Can you share maybe what inspired you to pursue a career in the mortgage industry?
Well, I started caring about financials when I was in college. I worked in the financial aid department, and I realized how much people really don't know about their finances. Even if they're doing their daily banking and stuff, they're not really sure of what to do. And that held a lot of my friends and other students back as far as their journey in getting their financial needs met. And then I wanted to buy a house, like when I was in my senior year of college.
Boom.
I was engaged at the time, and my spouse came from a family that did not discuss home ownership or finances or credit. They all was doing buy here, pay here's. And it was a little difficult because he was 19 or 20 at the time. And he had like a 480 credit score just from medical bills. That was it. He had really good money, made good money, and we were denied. And ever since then, I was like, something has got to give. And that kind of propelled my passion.
Most definitely. It's a lovely story. A lot of people actually, even going through all the way till their 60s, I don't know about the financial institution and instruments you can use, because I don't think it's really taught to us and drilled into us from a young age. We're all going to get a job to get money, but the topic of money, is it discussed or is it integrated in the education system? No. So either where does it have to come from? You having the tenacity to actually go out there and find someone, which most people don't, or it has to stem down from your family. So most definitely you're an asset to the community and all the others around you. And I think you chose the right choice, but boom. So what drives your passion for helping home buyers and investors then?
Honestly, real estate is everywhere. I'm currently at the library, even though people don't come to libraries much anymore, but everywhere is real estate. Where we live, where we work, where we play, everything is real estate related. And real estate makes the decisions where our schools are, and they know what's projected for our community. So, and being involved in that makes me feel fulfilled, knowing that I can make an impact where I live, my family lives, and make decisions. So that's a part of the reason why I like real estate and mortgages, is because I make a difference. I can impact if we have another school, or if we have another store, another daycare. I can help people formulate those dreams and goals and create opportunities. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely tremendous. That we do face challenges, and then there's some of us that initially we say, okay, there's a challenge, let me not do nothing about it. But then there's people with a tenacity and drive like yourself that feel like, nope, I see the need for change. I'm going to be that person to do so. But in regards to the changes and challenges, what are some of the biggest challenges you see clients and say investors, home buyers facing today in today's mortgage market, and how do you help them navigate those obstacles?
Well, since COVID, a lot of things has
Hmm.
changed. Affordability is a major impact. I mean, it's a major topic. And our parents bought homes for $120,000 and they're still in them, living in them, and they can afford them. But since COVID in my area, 100 and maybe 70 families a day moved during COVID to North Carolina.
Hmm.
And North Carolina has grown to like the top three states after being number 48, I think 47, 48
Oh,
for like
wow.
30, 40 years. We were known for being rural. So they were farmers. That was kind of what North Carolina was known for. And then we started getting tech giants
Hmm.
and hospitals coming to the area, and those things started booming. So now talking about buying a home for 450 is a huge conversation.
Hmm.
And people are like, 450, that's a $500,000 house. I can move to New York. So it's just having those conversations and feeling empowered to invest where you're at. And people are like, my parents said the interest rates are too high or the houses are too expensive. And it's
Hmm.
like your parents bought when they made minimum wage 30 years ago and they can still live there and afford to live there.
With like 5 blueberries, they can buy a house.
Yeah, so they shook their hands. It was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I can buy this house." They were doing owner financing and no doc loans. A lot of things has changed since
Mhm.
2007 till now. Like you can't do no doc loans anymore. You wasn't doing stated income. So there's so many regulations
Mhm.
that has come through where our parents had an easier chance and advantage to buy than we do now. So
Most definitely.
just just having those conversations with your friends and understanding where opportunity lies. Like yesterday, I went to a seminar about being an investor. There was this house. It was an
Okay.
ugly, hideous house. Like, honestly, it was hideous. It was $80,000 on the market for 100 days. The house was hideous. It had 3 acres of land.
Oh,
No
wow.
one seen the value in the 3 acres of land. They were
Yeah.
focused on this ugly house for $80,000. He bought the house for 80,000.
Hmm.
Within 3 weeks, somebody wanted 3 acres of land that wasn't in the subdivision,
Oh,
gave him
wow.
$140,000. He didn't have to
Free
touch the
house.
house, didn't do anything. He ended up just selling it to them because he was going to
Yeah.
subdivide it. But he seen opportunity where other people were like, $80,000. This house is hideous. I don't want to buy it. I'm gonna have to spend 40,000 rehabbing it. And
Hmm.
look, he made 40, $50,000 in 2 weeks.
It's definitely the eye of seeing a hidden gem, most definitely. And these are everywhere, but you just have to have the tenacity to vision and the sheer broadness just to go out there and just take the jump when you feel scared to jump. That's exactly when you should jump. And who knows? You can get a house for free, most definitely. Even if he wanted to maybe do the house up and then refinance, he still needs the tenacity to go out there and speak to his sphere. And if you don't have anyone in your sphere like yourself to speak to, you're gonna really struggle. But given these evolving market trends, say we've had the election, we've had COVID, we've had the base rates all the way up. What are some pieces of advice you'd give to first-time home buyers when it comes to, say, securing financing and preparing for home ownership?
Well, I'll say that real estate agents are usually your trusted advisors,
Hmm.
and I would interview a couple of them and talk to them about your goals, and then they will be able to give you a few loan officers because
Hmm.
honestly, people don't understand banks. They're there. You have mortgage brokers, you have
Hmm.
lenders, direct loan lenders, you have DPA programs. Not everybody offers the same thing. So, knowing what your situation is and what your goals are, you can align with loan officers and lenders that align with your
Hmm.
goals. Because if you say, "Hey, I found this little ugly house," as I'm gonna call it, and I think I can make it into a duplex. My mom is aging. I
Hmm.
can put her in the back. Not everybody's going to be able to offer you that. So then just knowing where to go to get what you need and just being able to have a vast majority of tools in your toolbox, I think that would make the massive difference as to what you get and who you see and who you interview. I
Hmm.
think that is going to make the difference in what you get out of what you want. So just having a visionary in your life is definitely good to have.
Most definitely talking on the sphere of influence and just approaching the industry from different angles and making sure everybody knows that you're the person to come to, and even having that person to come to. But in regards to such a dynamic industry that we're in, um, are there any innovative approaches or maybe tools that you use to ensure there's a smooth lending experience for your clients?
I personally listen to what their goals are, whether it's 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. If you say, hey, I have little money, I work from home, I don't have any kids, maybe we can look at finding you a home a little further out. Maybe you can do the little rehab. Like you really want a certain home that you'd like to be able to get to your coffee shop in 5 minutes. That house may not be on the market, but that house in the corner that we passed by, I'm like, okay, let's see if we have rehab loan options for you. Let's see if you can do an accessory dwelling unit, or let's really dive into your situation. So I really listen closely to people's situations and their goals, especially if they're saying, hey, I'm a business owner. I want to be able to do, have my business in the backyard. I'm like, okay, great. When I talk to you and talk to your realtor, I say, hey, she's really looking for something with the zoning that will allow her to start a coffee shop in the back or something. So I'm really listening and keening into the details that you have and using your situation to help you strategize a plan to execute what you want, not just, hey, put a loan application online and I'll go through your assets and just kind of stop there. I'm really listening to my clients and making a plan that's fit for their current life and their financial goals. So that's the difference between what I do. And I'm always looking for programs empowering. As a loan officer, I still have other loan officer friends that has different products than me. So even if I can't do it, I'm like, hey, Bobby down the road at such and such bank, he offers 2 or 3K loans or something like that fits your needs. So you don't have to be left hanging just because I can't do it.
Okay, could you give us some like examples of the product that you offer and someone in your network would offer, and the difference potentially, just for our
So
viewers? Yeah.
for right now, for our company, Success Lending, and we are co-owned by EXP. So we do have the flexibility where we're small enough and big enough to make decisions. So I can go to my VP of production and say, hey, I have this guy, he has this situation going on. Can we do it? So that's what makes us a little different from other people, as well as we have some in-house programs that would allow us to be able to finance you, even with down payment assistance, to a 600. And most people's programs start at 640. So that would make us a little different. And we do allow for manual underwrites. And I don't know if you're familiar with manual underwrites.
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of people,
just for our audience, what are manual underwrites?
So manual underwrites is the computer doesn't automatically underwrite your loan for you. So if you have things like you had a bankruptcy in the last 3-4 years, or you had some late payments recently, you move around a lot, or your job is not really in the system. So you have like an off-market job. Sometimes the computer is like, well, we don't have enough information about this person. So it wouldn't automatically underwrite. So it allows people to come in and look at your situation and evaluate your situation and the guidelines personally versus just the computer automated system. So that's what a manual underwrite is.
Wow. Okay. So much value to be given to the audience. So thank you for coming on here.
Yes.
I'm sure they're getting a lot right now. But in regards to the future moving forward, like, well, if we had a magical ball that could tell us the future, we'd all be billionaires by now, but we don't. But we can, in our sphere, we can anticipate what's going to happen. But what trends do you anticipate in the mortgage and real estate sectors in the next few years? And how can buyers or investors best position themselves to take advantage of these coming changes?
Well, one of the things I have to say is surround yourself, number one, with people that are like-minded, because it is like you are your net worth, like your people that surround you. So be open-minded is one thing that I suggest that you do as well. Little known fact, in the next 5 years, baby boomers are going to be retiring. So that's your parents, my grandparents, your parents, or, whatnot. And they're going to be in a different financial situation. So start evaluating where your finances are now and start looking at the next 3 to 5 years where you'll be, because a lot of us are going to be sandwich generations where we're taking care of our parents and our children. So start really looking at your financial situation for your family and start making decisions now and start saving money, keep your credit right and just seize opportunity. because opportunity is going to be there. Our parents are going to get older. Our grandparents are going to get older, and they are going to live or need to find some place to live. And they may not be able to live on the second floor anymore. So just be open to opportunities as they're coming up and have those conversations, because as they're getting older and changing, our lives are going to have to change too. So there's a graying and a browning of America is coming. There's a couple of books out there about that. That's
Okay, what books would you recommend? Sorry.
I don't know I know it's the Browning and Grain of America.
Okay,
but during
Yep.
EXPCon, they mentioned the dynamics and what America's going to look like in the next 10 years. So if you start looking at those books, there's a couple of them out there. I can't think of them off the top of my head.
We'll
But
find
I
them and
went
we'll
to
touch them after
yes,
in the comments.
I went to a few seminars. That's what real estate agents and mortgage loan officers do. We, talk about trends, look at the social dynamics of America. So I would definitely think about that and start saving your money, investing your money well, and investing your time into a side hustle or something to help you be able to stand out and make enough money, because it's really going to be affordability factor, and be ready to pivot. That's all I have to say is be ready to
guys.
pivot.
Be ready. But nah, this has been a tremendous interview, or podcast, shall I say. Just approaching the end with a bit stressful time because we've got loads of people to get through. Just in regards to your journey and where do you go from here? What are your goals?
So my goals is really to hunker down on my actual goals. Like I've had them, and then I'm strategically planning on how to achieve them now. And I have some help. I got a success coach. So I'm really working on creating systems and products so I can be more effective and efficient to serve and be able to go out and serve my community and be profitable at the same time. So that's my goals. So I've been working on that, and I've been in new spaces, like all the EXP opportunities for different subgroups, and being a part of my chamber and actively make a difference and meet new people who may have money, be decision makers. So that's what I'm really hunkering down on in this season.
Boom. Well, God bless. Let's look forward and smash some goals. I truly wish you the best. Well, one last question I ask all of my guests on the podcast now, just as we are a company, we're number one real estate podcast network, and we are passionate about making podcasting accessible to all. Fun question is, what if you had, say, your own podcast, what would you call it?
I feel like gems or nuggets for community building. It's
Hey.
probably like gems or nuggets, because we're all a part of something, a small community. Like your podcast probably has real estate, but there's everything related to real estate. So I think just having those gems and nuggets where people are like, I didn't know that. I didn't think of that. So just dropping them regularly and seeing people that are like you, that are like me, that are making changes, that started from nothing, that you can relate to, would be the focus of my podcast.
Well, let me know when it's released. I'll plug in. Just wrapping it up. How can our audience reach you? And are you reachable? You're contactable? Yeah. Are you open to people reaching out to you? Most definitely.
Yes. My information is at samthaloanofficer.com. So you can find me there. My information. I did just get on Instagram recently and TikTok. I think it's Sam the Loan Expert is what I am on there. And you can call me at 919-374-0260. And I'm available by text too. So if you text me or email me or call me or go to my website, I'm available to answer questions. And again, if I don't know, I have resources such as you that can guide me to someone that can help. So
most definitely, guys. If you didn't catch that, skip it back 10 seconds, hit that call button, she'll answer. If not, we're going to paste it below in the comment section. But wow, Ethan Thomas and Samantha Harding, will another beautiful episode. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah.